Sell. If hard work and perseverance are the investment, Amanda probably has the biggest one. Breadwinner, sales associate, and break-time side hustler. Everything she does is for her family. One day, an old man who looked like a vagabond arrived at the boutique where she worked. He was immediately laughed at and chased away by her coworker, but not Amanda, who didn't hesitate to defend him. She didn't know that the old man she helped was actually the owner of the entire shopping mall, only pretending to be a beggar. Because of the kindness she showed, she didn't just get a promotion, she was also written into an unusual agreement for the owner's grandson, the Solomon Jameson. The arrangement? Solomon would need to marry her because the old man saw only her as worthy to be his grandson's wife. When both of them refused the offer, because they didn't have feelings for each other, the old man proposed a challenge. They would have to stay in a house together for a week to see if things would change. They agreed to the test. The question was, could they develop feelings for each other in such a short time? Cupcakes, banana bread, cinnamon rolls, Rice Krispie treats. Buy now, Amanda called out brightly after stepping out of the parking lot of a big popular shopping mall on a scorching afternoon. The heat of the day didn't matter to her. Carrying a big bag full of snacks, she quickly arranged the contents on a tray she used to display the food. "You there, grab some. Cheap and filling," she offered lively as she approached passersby. In a simple white blouse and black pants, her store uniform, she worked as a sales associate at a boutique inside the mall. Despite being tired from long hours, she kept up her enthusiasm to earn extra money for her family. "Miss, how much?" asked an elderly woman who'd stopped, interest plain on her face as she looked over the goods. $1 each, ma'am, but if you buy 5, it's $4, Amanda replied with a hopeful smile. "That's cheap. Okay, I'll take 10. "Wow, thank you, ma'am. I'm sure you'll like these. My brother Tony and my mom made them. They look delicious. I used to be able to cook like that, but not anymore. So I buy instead," the old woman said, sharing a little story. "Good thing you stopped by, ma'am. When you taste them, they'll take you back to your childhood. So good," the old woman laughed. "You're very hardworking, dear. I've been watching you for a while. Isn't the heat of the day getting to you?" The question, moved by the girl's perseverance, made Amanda blink, but she forced a smile. "I'm used to it, ma'am. I need the extra money. I'm the breadwinner of my family." "Breadwinner? So you carry all the responsibility?" "Yes, ma'am. My dad is blind and my mom's disabled because of illness. She helps me cook these snacks and sometimes comes with me too. My younger brother is still in school and I don't earn enough as a sales associate, so I sell during my break." "My goodness, that's hard. What a life. Working as a sales associate and still selling on your break. Do you even sleep?" "I have to take care of myself too. I can't get sick. My family might go hungry." "You're amazing. Not everyone can do what you do. Don't be discouraged and don't give up. God sees you and has plans for you." "Thank you, ma'am. I will never give up. I'll do everything for my family, and I hope you're right that the Lord has a plan for me," Amanda said, smiling. "Of course, dear. Trust him. I'll go now so you can make more sales." The old woman left. Amanda watched her walk away until she disappeared from sight. She sighed, glanced up at the sky, and whispered, "If you can hear me, Grandma, please remind the Lord about his plan for me. Maybe he forgot. Please remind him." She snapped back to reality. "Right, I've still got a lot to sell." She moved through the parking lot, hoping for more buyers. She approached groups, but most didn't stop. Still, she didn't lose hope. Checking her watch, she realized her break time was nearly over. "Too bad I didn't sell out yet. Never mind, I'll sell the rest later on my way home." She quickly put the leftover food back into the bag and hurried to the staff room, where she found her coworker Martha cleaning up her lunch. "Hi, Martha. Want to buy a cupcake or a cinnamon roll?" "My mom made them. They're really good. Cupcakes are $1, cinnamon rolls $1.50, but I'll sell the rolls to you for $1. Martha frowned without even looking at her. "I don't want any. I don't eat that kind of food," she replied coldly while tidying up. "Oh, is that so? Maybe you want some for your siblings or a nephew." Martha shot her an irritated look. "I said no. I don't want any. I don't need that kind of food, and if I bought some, I'd be better off giving it to the goats, So please stop hawking your stuff here at the boutique. Aren't you ashamed? We're not street vendors." Amanda flushed at the sting of Martha's words, embarrassment pricking her, but she forced a small smile. "Sorry, Martha. I thought you might want some. I'll stop bothering you." "Sorry." She left without another word, doing her best to hide the sadness and shame as she walked back to her station. What did I even do wrong, she wondered, rearranging the items in her bag. Despite everything, she stayed steady. She knew she was doing this not just for herself, but for her family who depended on her. At 1 p.m., she busied herself arranging new arrivals in the boutique's stock. After placing the last bag on the display shelf, she noticed how quiet the area was. Almost no customers. She went back to the stockroom to tidy up. Suddenly, the boutique's glass door opened. An old man walked in. "Hey, sir, what are you doing here? I think you're lost," Martha called out, laughing. "What's going on?" Amanda froze in the stockroom when she heard Martha's mocking voice carrying through the store. "Come on, old man, out you go. There's nothing here for you," Martha said, her laughter growing louder. Amanda couldn't stand it anymore. She stepped out and saw the old man, worn slippers, a shirt a little torn, carrying a bag of vegetables. Amanda frowned. Why was Martha talking to him like that? She didn't want to interfere, but she couldn't help the pity she felt. "Excuse me, sir. Can we help you?" Amanda greeted politely with a smile. "Why are you even asking, Amanda? He's obviously lost." "This isn't a thrift store," Martha scoffed. Before the old man could answer, Martha cut in again, relief and irritation mixed in her voice. "Oh no, I'm just looking. If that's all right," the old man said with a shy smile. "Sir, look at yourself in a mirror before you enter a store like this. You don't have money to buy anything. The prices here are high. We're just wasting our time on you," Martha kept on. "Martha, what's wrong with you? That's rude," Amanda snapped, eyes wide. "I'm just stating the truth. It's obvious he doesn't have anything to buy. Maybe he's hungry. Let's not waste time. If you have nothing nice to say, don't say anything. Whether he buys or not, you can't talk to him like that. Hey, Amanda, don't talk to me like that. Maybe you forgot. I've been here longer. You're new and I outrank you. So what if you're older? Respect is earned by behavior. You want me to respect you? Then act respectfully," Amanda shot back. She turned to the old man with a kind smile. "I'm sorry, sir. She wasn't raised right. What do you need?" "I'm looking for a gift for my granddaughter. It's her birthday," the old man said, smiling. Amanda guided him around the store while Martha trailed, glaring. When the old man reached for a white dress, Martha rushed over and slapped his hand lightly. "Careful, sir. That's a white dress. If you touch it and it gets dirty, no one will buy it, unless you're paying." "Martha, your attitude is really rude. I'm losing patience. Can you let me help this gentleman?" "Go away. I'll take care of him," Amanda said firmly, then turned to the old man. "Don't be shy, sir. Just look around and ignore the noise. What are you looking for your granddaughter? What does she like to wear?" "I'm hoping for something she can use at school. She likes that," he explained. Amanda smiled and led him to the section with school-appropriate dresses, showing different designs. Martha hovered, whispering loudly, "You're wasting your time, Amanda. He's not buying. Why work so hard to show him dresses? Why work so hard to show him dresses?" Amanda ignored her and continued helping. "This one's a new design with a soft pink ribbon. I think your granddaughter would love it." The old man's eyes lit up. "It's beautiful. How much is it?" "It's $59.99, Amanda said. The old man's eyes widened, but he didn't complain. "Do you have anything cheaper? Maybe something simpler?" Martha chuckled nastily. "See? I told you. No purchase." "Yes, sir. Let's check for something more affordable," Amanda replied. But before she could, Martha swooped in and practically dragged the old man toward the door. "I told you. You're wasting your time here. You have nothing to buy. Please leave. Try the thrift shop near the market instead." "Martha, why are you chasing him away? He's looking for something in our boutique." "What is this? Some bargain barn to you?" Amanda scolded. "And why are you treating him like he's not human? Don't you know the United States Constitution, 14th Amendment, Section 1, says no person shall be deprived of life, liberty, or property without due process of law, nor denied the equal protection of the laws? Don't quote laws at me. You probably just memorized that, Martha sneered, though the embarrassment showed while others nearby looked impressed, especially the old man. Yes, I memorized it, and I understand it. The law forbids discrimination of any kind. We should treat everyone with dignity and respect, no matter their station in life, which you are not doing, Martha. You talk too much, Amanda. Now I'm the bad guy? I just don't want you wasting time on this old man, Martha grumbled, tugging at him again. Out. Don't be so rude. He belongs where any customer belongs, Amanda said. Martha froze when the door suddenly opened and a man walked in. Neatly pressed suit, an air of authority even without an introduction. Miss, what are you doing to this old man? Why are you pulling him? He asked, striding over and guiding the old man away from Martha. I'm Solomon Jameson, and I'm worried about my grandfather, the man you're yanking around. He helped the old man into a seat. So that's why he looks like that while you're dressed so nicely. Don't tell me you're neglecting your grandfather, Martha blurted. Explain to me why you're pushing him out. Did he do something wrong? Solomon asked. It was obvious he had nothing to buy. Why make it hard for us? We'd be wasting our time, Martha said. So it's okay to insult someone because you assume he can't afford something? Solomon's voice tightened. Amanda stepped in. Sir, I'm sorry. You're right. She has no right to speak to him that way. Every customer deserves courtesy, whatever their circumstances. Wow, Amanda's a star now, Martha muttered. Defender of the poor. Martha, that's enough, Solomon warned. Don't insult my grandpa in front of me, or you'll regret it. He's the owner of this shopping mall. Martha and Amanda both stared, stunned. That's impossible, Martha scoffed, ready to laugh, until Solomon said evenly, Paul Jameson, the owner of this mall, where you work and where you just insulted him. Why should I believe you? Martha said, though her voice shook. Solomon pulled out his phone and made a call. Security, come to the boutique on the second floor across from the guitar shop and the bookstore. Moments later, 2 security guards arrived. Believe me now? Solomon asked. Martha's mouth opened and closed. Amanda found her voice. If he really owns this mall, why is he dressed like that? The old man chuckled. I just wanted to buy a gift for my granddaughter. I dress like this to see how people treat me. He looked at Amanda. Thank you, Miss Amanda. Even though I look like this, you didn't hesitate to help and defend me. Solomon smiled at her. Thank you, Miss Amanda. Not everyone shows respect the way you did. It was different and impressive. It was just the right thing to do, she said. I'm struggling too. Who am I to chase someone away who hasn't done anything wrong? What else did she do? Solomon asked his grandfather, nodding at Martha. She laughed at me and said harsh things, the old man admitted. Martha stood with her head bowed, shame creeping up her neck. I know who deserves to stay in this job, Solomon said, approaching the boutique's manager. Your employee here will receive notice, and Amanda deserves recognition for what she did. I'll inform ownership to promote her for the kindness she showed. Sir, please don't report me, Martha blurted near tears. I could lose my job. My family depends on me. I'm sure your family expects you to do the right thing while you're working. You didn't, Solomon replied. Thank you, but you'll still be disciplined for what you did to my grandfather. Please, sir, I won't change my decision. Wrong is wrong. Security, please escort her out before I lose my patience, Solomon said. The guards gently led Martha away. Amanda stood there stunned by what had just happened. When Martha was finally gone, Solomon turned to Amanda. Miss Amanda, thank you very much for what you did for Grandpa. Don't worry, I'll inform the owner of all the good you did. Oh, it was nothing, sir. I only did what was right, Amanda said, bowing her head slightly. If only more people were like you, the old man murmured with a smile. And he did not forget Amanda's kindness. Sometimes he wondered, if she hadn't been there that day, Martha would have driven him out like he was worthless. Because of Amanda, he felt there were still people who knew respect and had good hearts. Whenever Mr. Jameson visited the mall after that, he tried to see Amanda, but from afar, preferring to observe without being seen, to know if her kindness was not just momentary, but truly part of her. One afternoon, as he exited a store across from where she worked, the old man turned and spotted Amanda helping an elderly customer carry items she'd chosen. The goodness in the girl's face was obvious. This is what people should be like, the old man thought, a blessing to a tired life. As he started to walk away, he passed a fast food place, smiled at a thought, and quickly went inside to order. When he came out holding a paper bag, he spotted a teenage boy, maybe 15, standing near the escalator, waiting for someone. "Son," Mr. Jameson called. The boy approached and surprised. "What is it, sir? Do you need something?" The old man lifted the paper bag. "Can you please hand this to that woman? Her name is Amanda." He pointed at the busy sales associate. "Oh, her? She's pretty, sir." "Okay," the boy grinned. "I'm a little old now, hard to get around." And he slipped a $50 bill into the boy's hand. "For you. Please don't say who it's from." "Thanks, sir. I've got it," the boy said, running off to deliver the food. Mr. Jameson watched as Amanda looked surprised, accepting the bag. "This is really for me? Who is it from?" Amanda asked. "He didn't say his name. Just told me to give it to Amanda," the boy said. "Where is he? What does he look like?" she asked, looking around. "I promised not to say," the boy replied. "Okay, thanks for this. Want to share? It's a lot." "I'm full already. Gotta go," he said, dashing off. Amanda was left wondering and grateful. "Thank you, whoever you are. I haven't eaten yet. I needed to save." The next day, Mr. Jameson sat in his car in the mall parking lot, waiting for his driver. Through the window, he saw Amanda selling food, carrying her big bag and the tray full of cupcakes, cinnamon rolls, banana bread, and Rice Krispie treats, her cheerful pitch floating across the hot pavement. She was sweating, but she kept going. "Boss?" Ben, the driver, slid into the seat. Mr. Jameson didn't take his eyes off Amanda. "Yes, Ben. She's impressive. Not everyone works this hard and stays this respectful. That's why I want to help." "How will you help her?" Ben asked. Mr. Jameson pulled out his phone. "Hello, Nora. Are you aware there's a boutique staffer selling snacks in the parking lot during her break?" Nora, a mall office contact, replied, "Yes, I've noticed. We feel for them. She sells during break time." "Don't reprimand her for selling on break," Mr. Jameson ordered. "She isn't doing anything wrong, and it doesn't affect her work. I don't want anyone stopping her from making a living. Understood?" "I'll inform management," Nora said. "Good. If anyone complains, blame me," the old man said before hanging up. "That woman's got your attention, Mr. Jameson," Ben teased. "Long story. She helped me, and her kindness impressed me. I can see it in her," he said. Some days later, the floor supervisor came into the boutique looking for Amanda. "Ma'am, Amanda?" "That's me." "What is it?" she asked, stopping mid-task. "Mr. Paulson, mall management, wants to see you in the management office," the supervisor said, using the building name for Mr. Jameson's executive suite. "Where is that?" "Sixth floor next to the admin office by the elevator. It's a restricted area, but say you were sent by Mr. Paulson." "You've got this, Sarah," Amanda told her co-worker, who'd replaced Martha. As Amanda rode the elevator up, her chest tightened. "Why am I being summoned? Did I do something wrong? Is it the selling in the parking lot?" When she arrived, Mr. Jameson was there, and so was Solomon, handsome, serious, arms crossed. "Good, you're here, Amanda," Mr. Jameson said, gesturing to the chair across from his desk, opposite Solomon. "Good afternoon, sir. You asked for me?" Amanda greeted politely, feeling like she was in an exam. "Sit, Amanda. Don't be shy," Mr. Jameson said. Solomon gave a small nod, signaling her to comply. She sat uneasy. "Did I do something wrong because of selling on my break?" she asked. "Don't be nervous. You did nothing wrong," Mr. Jameson said. "In fact, I want to talk to you about something important." "What is it?" "Why do I need to be here too?" Solomon asked. "Because this concerns you equally, grandson," the old man said. They looked at each other, both wondering where this was going. "Amanda, Solomon, let's face it. I'm not young. I don't want to ramble," Mr. Jameson said, pulling an envelope from his desk. "Grandpa, don't say that. You'll live long," Solomon protested. "I need you both to know. I've chosen an heir for what I've built all my life. And Amanda, I want you to be my grandson's wife," Mr. Jameson said plainly. "Huh?" They both blurted at the same time, staring at each other. Is this a joke? Why would I marry someone I don't know and don't love? Solomon objected. Solomon protested. I need you both to know, I've chosen an heir for what I've built all my life. And Amanda, I want you to be my grandson's wife, Mr. Jameson said plainly. Huh? They both blurted at the same time, staring at each other. Is this a joke? Why would I marry someone I don't know and don't love? Solomon objected. That's not right, Amanda added. I'm not thinking about marriage. I've never even had a boyfriend. Just want to see you both with life partners before I go, Mr. Jameson said. I don't want to leave you alone, Solomon. And Amanda, your kindness, diligence, and respect for people tell me you're the right person for my grandson. I can take care of myself, Solomon muttered. I knew you'd both object, the old man cut in. I'm not saying marry immediately. I have a challenge. What challenge? Amanda asked nervously. 1 week, live together in a house like a married couple. You can't go out. No backing out once it starts. Within a week, I want to know if there's a chance you'll fall for each other. If that happens, you'll marry. If not, I won't force you. So you won't worry about work, Amanda. I've already spoken to your manager. I'll also give cash, so even if you don't work, you're still earning. I'm thinking either $500,000 or $1 million. Amanda was speechless. That much money, she whispered. Solomon stared at his grandfather. Are you serious? You'd really give $1 million just for this challenge? Yes, Mr. Jameson said. I want you to try this before you refuse the idea outright. Give me peace, and don't reject even my challenge. Silence fell as both thought deeply. Amanda, will you agree? The old man asked. A week in the same house with this young man? It wouldn't be easy, but turning down that much cash, her family could use it. We can't go out at all, she asked. Just a week. Don't worry, there's more than enough food stocked, he assured. Amanda exhaled. Okay, I agree. And you, Solomon? If she's in, I'm in. We both know we don't like each other, so it won't be quick, he said confidently. Good. Get ready. Tomorrow it starts. The next day they entered the house they were to use. No voices, no fuss. Grandpa really went all in, Amanda thought, setting her bag on the sofa. They both looked toward the door when it clicked shut behind them. Solomon walked upstairs without a word, not even looking at Amanda. Wow, what a gentleman, she muttered, following him with her eyes, then heading to the kitchen to check the food stocks. Grandpa really is something. Only 1 bedroom, Solomon called down. He wants a side-by-side, huh? He threw himself on the bed. Amanda felt him come downstairs later, but he ignored her. Grabbed a bottle of water from the fridge, drank, and went back up without a glance. No greetings all day. They avoided each other, even at mealtimes, like heir to one another. Solomon watched TV. Amanda didn't know what to do and tried to rest on one side. At night, Solomon took the bedroom. Amanda was left in the living room. That guy, who did he think he was? He seemed kind at first, but now he's, ugh. Whatever. I'm not interested, she told herself, pacing. Where will I sleep? There's only 1 room, and Solomon's in it. It'd be awkward to go up there and lie beside him. She stared at the sofa. Okay, I'll stay here. I'm used to sleeping on a mat anyway. She arranged the throw pillows and lay down. It's cold, but I'll manage. Upstairs, Solomon stared at the ceiling. Grandpa hadn't allowed phones, so no social media to lull him to sleep. Isn't she going to come up? Why is she so quiet, he wondered. Better that way, I'll sleep. Half an hour passed, still awake. Another half hour, still thinking of Amanda. Where is she sleeping? He got up, forced himself out of the room, and crept downstairs quietly. The lights were still on. He found her asleep on the sofa, hugging her knees from the cold. He went back up, fetched a blanket, and carefully draped it over her so she wouldn't wake. He paused, looking at her gentle face. You're lucky, Amanda. You gained Grandpa's trust, and mine. He doesn't trust easily. You must be different. When she shifted, he slipped back to his room. In the morning, Amanda woke and noticed the blanket. Where did this come from? In the kitchen, she found Solomon. Hey, did you cover me last night? She asked. He thought a moment, then shook his head. I fell asleep fast. I didn't even know you were on the sofa. I noticed the blanket this morning. Where did it come from? I had no blanket. It was cold. What do I know? Maybe a friendly ghost. Or Grandpa sent someone while we slept and pranked us. He deadpanned. You still believe in ghosts? She teased, stifling a laugh. I made breakfast. Eat, he said, setting food on the table and walking out. Thanks, she called after him. He didn't respond. He cooked? For me? In fairness, thoughtful.
After breakfast, she cleaned the living room while Solomon sat silently on the sofa. So, Solomon, what do you do? Besides being Mr. Paulson's grandson, she asked. He chuckled. I'm not doing nothing, if that's what you think. I have my own business, import-export. You? Besides the boutique, I sell snacks in the mall parking lot during my break to earn more. Like I said, I'm the family breadwinner. How did you know Grandpa noticed you? I don't. Someone at the office recognized me. Maybe he told them, she shrugged. Now I see why Grandpa was impressed, Solomon thought, but kept quiet. They barely talked the first 2 days. By day 3, things began to change. While Amanda tidied the living room, Solomon passed by, nearly dropping the glass of water in his hand. It spilled half its contents on the floor. Oops, sorry, didn't mean to, he said, scratching his head. What are you doing? You're so clumsy, Amanda laughed, grabbing a rag. I haven't seen you do any housework, and now you're making a mess. I'll wipe it. Don't report me to Grandpa, I'm helping, he joked. Then curious, by the way, why haven't you had a boyfriend? Oh, interested now, huh? Just asking. If I was bored, I wouldn't talk, he teased, because it's not my priority. I'm the breadwinner. My parents are both sick, Dad is blind, and my siblings are young. They depend on me, she said. Okay, very Lifetime movie life, he teased. Lifetime? Please, it's more like we're on Big Brother, and your grandpa is running the show, she shot back, and they both laughed. What about you? No girlfriend? Haven't met the right one yet, he said. High standards, huh? Or maybe women don't think you're the right one for them, she quipped. They fall for me, he grinned. Oh, the arrogance. Must be the air because I don't see an air conditioner, she joked. Hours passed. They grew more comfortable, more laughter, more teasing. Despite the imposed challenge, the atmosphere lightened. Under the same roof, it became harder to deny the shifts in how they saw each other. The once indifferent Solomon found himself impressed by her cheerfulness, diligence, and kindness. Even though he'd found her habits annoying at first, he couldn't deny he enjoyed her presence. In the kitchen one evening, Amanda was making dinner when Solomon walked in, drawn by the smell. Whatever you're cooking smells great. This is my specialty, she said proudly. Try it, you won't regret it. Confident. It looks messy, but maybe it tastes good, he teased, dipping a spoon into the sauce. He winced. It was hot, and a chunk of meat plopped onto the floor. It's hot because the stove's on, she laughed. She scooped another piece with her spoon, blew on it while looking at him, and lifted it to his lips. There, now it's not hot. He tasted. As he chewed, their eyes met. Amanda looked away quickly. Well, she asked, pretending to stir. It's good, he admitted. They stared again, awkwardly. If you keep staring, you'll see if I've got dirt on my face, she said. Nothing. I just realized you really are different, he murmured. What do you mean different? Nothing. Let's eat, he said, taking the bowls to the table. Say what you were going to say so I don't overthink, she prodded, following with bread. He only smiled. That night they traded places. Thanks for switching beds. At least you're a gentleman, she said, carrying a blanket to the room. I felt guilty you slept on the sofa, he replied. What if we push the bed apart and put a barrier between us? So we don't bump into each other, she suggested. Sure, I can sleep, he joked. They raced up the stairs like kids, laughing, until Amanda slipped on a step. She yelped, and before she fell, Solomon caught her, arms around her back. Their eyes met, too close. Both swallowed, the world narrowing for a moment. Thanks, I'm fine, she said softly, pulling away, cheeks warm. Go ahead, he said, stepping back. In bed, each replayed the scene. Why won't it leave my head? Amanda wondered. Why is my heart pounding? Solomon asked himself, then scolded himself. Don't overthink a little thing. As their stay continued, they got more comfortable than they realized. More stories, more jokes, more laughter. I really can't handle your grandpa. "We're really on Big Brother," Amanda said one night as they sat side by side on the sofa. "That's exactly it." "Maybe he just wanted to entertain himself," Solomon smiled. "I'm glad you talked to me now. I thought I'd go crazy talking to myself for a week." "Of course I'm babbling. To you, and you're actually nice." "What did you just say?" He stalled, then hesitated. "I don't know how to say this. I don't know what I'm feeling, but can I kiss you?" Amanda blinked, speechless. They stared at each other. Solomon leaned in slowly. Before she could answer, his lips touched hers. She didn't move, couldn't refuse, then closed her eyes and kissed him back. For the first time, a kiss full of feelings neither understood. When they parted, both opened their eyes wide, shocked, confusion bright in their gaze. "What does this mean?" Solomon asked, voice trembling. "I don't know, but I'm sure about one thing. I told your grandpa I wouldn't like you right away. Does this mean in just a week I like you?" He didn't answer. That night, neither of them slept, both thinking of what had happened and what they truly felt. On the last day of the challenge, they sat together on the sofa, stealing quiet glances. "So this is it, the last day of Grandpa's challenge," Solomon said. "Yeah, the days just flew by," Amanda said, looking around. "I guess I got used to this place, even though we've only stayed a short time. I'll miss this house." "Does that mean you're ready to get married?" he asked. "If possible, I'd like to get to know Solomon better first," Amanda said gently. "It's important to you that we marry, but I think we should be sure of our decision. I don't want to rush." "She's right," Solomon agreed. "We shouldn't marry if we're not ready." Mr. Jameson was quiet, then chuckled. "You're right. We'll wait until you're ready. I won't hurry you. What matters is I didn't make a mistake. I knew you'd fall for each other." After that day, they made the most of every moment together, finding ways to know each other better and to be sure of their feelings. 6 months later, Solomon and Amanda hadn't rushed the relationship, but the deeper feeling in their eyes was undeniable. Happiness followed them everywhere. One night, as they walked quietly along the Hudson River waterfront, Solomon stopped and gently took Amanda's hand, steadying the nervous thrum in his chest. Their eyes met. "Amanda," he said, voice a little shaky but full of resolve, "I don't know how to say this perfectly, but I want you to know I'm ready." "Ready for what?" she asked, surprised, seeing the seriousness in his expression. He took a deep breath, gathering every emotion. "At first, I didn't care. I'll admit, I didn't like your presence. But as the days passed and I truly got to know you, I realized there's nothing I want more than to take care of you, fight for you, and love you every day of my life. I don't want to waste time, Amanda. I'm ready to love you forever." He took a small velvet box from his jacket, opened it, and inside was a ring with tiny diamonds sparkling. Solomon Jameson dropped to one knee, eyes never leaving hers. "I want to be with you in every smile and every tear, in every success and every failure that comes our way. Will you let me love you for the rest of our lives? Will you be my wife? Will you share your life with me forever?" Amanda trembled, swept away by feelings she couldn't hold back. Tears flowed down her cheeks. She felt every word, every emotion in his voice. After a few moments, she nodded firmly and smiled. "Yes, Solomon, yes, I'll be your wife. I'm ready to give my whole heart to you." Solomon stood and slipped the ring onto her finger. "That suits you perfectly, Mrs. Jameson-to-be. I can't wait for our wedding day." "Me either, Solomon." "Husband-to-be," she laughed through tears. They embraced, hearts full. A few months later, their wedding was held in a grand church downtown. Off to one side, Mr. Jameson smiled while watching their union, tears glistening at the corners of his eyes. "I kept my promise," he whispered, looking skyward. "I won't let my grandson be alone. Even if I leave this world at any time, she'll be with him until old age, caring for him, loving him the way you loved your own. I hope you're happy where you are now. It won't be long before we're together again." At the end of this story, one thing is clear. Character isn't measured by the clothes we wear or the wealth we possess. In a world full of snap judgments, we forget what matters most: the heart. True worth isn't measured by the price tag on our outfit, but by generosity. Dignity isn't something money buys, it's shown in respect and kindness to others. Whether rich or poor, we're all equal under the same sky. So the next time we meet someone who doesn't meet our superficial standards, remember, true wealth isn't in appearances, but in goodness. Not what the eye sees first, but what the heart recognizes. In the end, Amanda and Solomon proved that true love isn't rushed. It's not a race to finish. It's a journey, one that takes trust, patience, and real understanding. They passed through doubt and faced the moments they almost let go. With every weight and every challenge, they proved love alone isn't enough. You also need the right timing and a firm foundation. Because if you're truly meant for each other, no matter how long it takes, and no matter what trials you face, you'll still find your way, together. Thank you very much for listening to the story we shared today.